he was not the real man. I think this is now a demonstration for.
This is a bracharia. Bracharia texture. These are called layman called chifuta. Yeah, you can see there those are bales of hay, tractor, bales. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so here all used to be structures actually. Structures
So
you can't
you're changing.
used to be structures. We just broke them down all here up to there, all up to there. There used to be structures for poultry. That's what it was now. Those are silage heaps for silage.
And take out zero one, no?
One of our own yanni. Hey,
so as we promised you that we are going to take you through cattle rearing, it's where we are. Right now we are in the cattle section. I think I'll tell him again to introduce himself. Yeah.
Yes. By names of Kasiri John Mokiriza, Site Farm Namulonge.
Yes. So you are in the cattle rearing?
Yes. So here is the cattle department.
Yes.
Which is more specifically, this is the calf. This is where I would keep our calves. This is the calf unit.
The calf unit.
Yes.
Yeah. So the older ones, the other side.
Yeah. So the older ones are separated from our calves. So this is the calf unit and also the steaming unit. Steaming, what do I mean? Where we bring cows that are about to give birth to be steamed from, to separate them from the others. So they are near the calves because when it is born, first we don't allow the calves to stay long with the mother. We will only stay with it like for 1 hour. So when it's supposed to be give birth where it's near where it will stay. Yes, because we do bucket feeding in these calves. So with bucket feeding, we don't allow the mother to have a relationship with the calf. So when it is born, shall just feed it, then remove it. That's why we keep them in the same area. The mother that's supposed to give birth and the other calves.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, coming to cattle rearing, what is needed in cattle rearing? Most especially this system that you are using. Yeah,
with the system that we do is zero grazing.
Yes.
Yeah, with zero grazing, one of the essentials you have to have is you're supposed to have first things first, you're supposed to think about when you're going to join, when you want to start farming and when you want to start dairy. Because first you're in dairy. You're in cattle, but you're in dairy. First things first you have to start with is pastures. You're supposed to have feeds for these animals. What do I mean by that? Before even you get an idea of buying a cow, first make sure that you have the feeds that you're going to feed this animal on. So what do I mean by that? Research on the feeds that are good that you will need for dairy animals. If you can't buy them, make sure you plant them after learning. So I would encourage any farmer who wants to start a dairy farm, make sure you know the feeds that you need. The feeds that are high in protein, the feeds that are high in fiber that these animals need. So what you need to know first is feeds are very crucial. Apart from feeds, what you go to is structures. You're supposed to have structures. What you see here is a structure.
I'm seeing it is a very conducive.
Yes, and with structures, you're supposed to make sure that you put the structures in the right place. Don't get pigs and put them near cows. You make now there you have these crossing to one to another. So you want to separate them in a conducive environment. What else do I want? You have to also put in place a management system. Because in a farm, even if you're running it alone, if you don't manage it well, it can fail. To keep a farm like this to be there for 15 years, you're supposed to be able to be with a good management system. Have people who are working, empower them. Because all these workers we have here, we have empowered them. When you give someone to handle a calf department, make sure, even if I'm not here, you can come and talk to him and he explains to you what we do. That means we take time and train them on why do I give this cow silage? Why shouldn't I give this cow milk at this stage? Why should I give this cow hay? those people should know it, because the moment you have people that are managing your animals, that are expensive but they don't know what they're doing, you are at a high risk of failing. Yes, so I would encourage them to have those 3 basics: structures, management system or practices, and also the feeds. Very crucial. And also what the other thing they need is a water source, because these animals,
your animals are so healthy. If I look at these calves, which breed is this?
So these calves we are seeing, we have some of them are Frisian, and the others are Girilando. So Frisians are well known in Uganda, or in Africa, or in East Africa, to be what they call, some people call Maleto, but for us these are pure Frisians, because we have done artificial insemination for the last 13 years. So we have been only. We don't. We shall move around the farm, you will not see a bull at all. We have never had a bull for the last 15 years after the farm has been in place. We have never had a bull.
Maybe to cut it short, why are you emphasizing it, artificial insemination?
Because we want to have good breeds. Because the moment you're having a bull, you're not going to break even to the milk that you want to produce, to the breeds of cows that you want. Because a good breed of cow is the one which produces the higher milk. We have cows here which give us to 40 liters a day. We don't have cows that give
40 liters.
Yes, 40 liters a day.
Just one cow.
Just one cow. You know how much money that is? To if you're making that means you're even better off than someone who has a border. One cow like this. So if you have 40 cows and they can give you 30 liters a day, how much money are you in?
It's a lot of money. So because I know very many farmers fear to dive into dairy farming or cattle grazing, most especially the zero grazing, because of getting the feeds. They think getting feeds it's very hard and it is so tiresome. What's your advice to them?
My advice is if you want to enter into a venture, know the do's and don'ts of that venture. In dairy farming, you can't enter into it and you don't want to do with feeding. That is the basic you have to do. If a cow doesn't eat for 3 days, it will die. Or it will get sick. It will get complications, and then you'll end up investing money in treating it. So I advise them to learn these things. First year we have trainings. Come and learn. Come and learn how you can make your farm better. Come and learn how you can improve the breeds of your animals. These calves are very young. But look at how they look. Because of the feeding we give them. You see here we have a mixture of Napier. There is Napier there, you can see. There is also Bracharia, which is the green one. Napier, Bracharia, which is the green one. There is also silage, which is this brown one.
So you want to tell me that that is the best feeds for dairy cattle?
Yes, very good. A dairy cow should eat silage as a must. Should eat green matter, which is fresh matter, which is Bracharia and Napier that first we give. And also you can see something like maize bran, but that is a calf meal, which is a supplement for these cows. These cows are not in production of milk, remember. But we need them to acquire a certain height, size at a certain age. Because we are preparing, we want them to grow as fast as they can, so that we can, because these are the mothers of the future. We want them to grow as fast as they can, because in this stage is where very many farmers lose out. How? Because very many farmers are in this stage forget to feed these animals well, then they end up making these animals stunted. What do I mean by stunted? The animal won't grow. The animal within 2 years, when the animal still looks like a calf. But see these animals have even not clocked 7 months.
7 months?
Yes, but see how they look.
Really?
They look very incredible. So, which means that we feed them well to prepare them. By the time we shall be serving them, they will be at the right stage and age.
So you want to tell me that the growth of these Frisian cows, the modern breed, is different from the local? Very different. Because in my village, to have a cow of this size must be of 1.5 years. 2 years.
Very much. So this breed, that's why I told you. That's why the other thing I told you, why don't have a bull and why use artificial insemination. That is the reason. Because for us, people in the village are not doing farming commercial. We are doing commercial farming. You don't need to make any losses. You want cows to grow very fast. You want them to be in production by the time they are 2 years, it has to be in production. So you want cows to be in production of milk, and by that, and we don't want cows that are going to give us 8 liters, 2 liters, 2 cups. People milk cows a whole day and it gives them 4 cups. We milk cows here and you milk cows and give you 35 liters a day.
35 liters?
Yes.
So you want to tell me that even if a person gets 1 cow of this breed, can be in business?
Yes, you are supposed to have the good breeds.
Is in business?
Yes.
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 Because 35 liters, today, how much are you selling a liter?
2,000.
2,000 a liter.
Yes.
So now, if 2,000 a liter times 30, that is a lot of money.
Yes.
Even if I get only 1 cow. But is it is it not so expensive to raise 1 cow?
It is not expensive because as long as you love it, because these cows are delicate. The higher the percentage of the breed,
yes,
the higher the risk.
Yes.
But what you're supposed to do is take care of these cows well. Okay. As you will see, even to the bigger animals, they will look very well, and you don't have challenges of sicknesses,
yes, challenges
of fever, of that come and attack these animals. You don't have because you take care of them well.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But I don't know, because you have already mentioned that. But today easily get attacked by diseases, like the local breeds.
Yeah, they easily, if these breeds, you put them on free range. If you put a free range, a Frisian cow on free range, yes, it will easily get diseases. But if it is on zero grazing, zero grazing helps us minimize the risks of diseases.
Yes.
Because this cow is confined. Now imagine the cow is confined here.
Yes.
You spray it every week.
Yes.
Spray outside every week. Yes. Where will the flies come from? Where will?
Yeah.
Yes. So by putting them on zero grazing,
yes,
you reduce the chances, yes, of these cows getting sick.
But you know the mentality of some other farmers.
Yes.
They say that the animal needs enough space for exercise.
Yeah, that is also very crucial.
To grow faster.
That is also very crucial.
Yes.
But let me tell you this.
Yes.
Animals need exercise, but they don't need it as much as people say they need it.
Yes.
A cow doesn't need to walk the whole day.
Yeah.
The cow needs only, even if it's 30 minutes of walk, are enough.
Yes.
So what we do, we will see it somewhere there.
Yes.
So we have an exercise ground actually for our cows.
Yes.
But we let them out every once in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Once in 2 weeks, and it's only 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours they walk around, but as they're walking around, it is not plain ground where they walk.
Yes.
You will see there is feed. So we planted grass outside, yes, which is a hybrid pasture called bracharia, yeah, which they walk around as they're feeding on and, yes, make exercise. So exercise is also good.
Oh, wonderful. Yes. I've been so observant.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, because every cow here has a tag, yes, on its ear.
Yes.
What's the purpose of that?
So the purpose of ear tagging these animals is, yes, to easy identification first of all. Because by identifying you can tell that this cow is called color. You can tell that this cow is called Candy.
Yes.
That means anyone can know its name. Yes. So because what do we tag also? Yes. We tag also, apart from easy identification, also for good record keeping. Yes. Because we have records of these cows from their mothers to, yes, their grandmothers to, yes, the mothers of their grandmothers. Yeah. So by that we track. Yeah. So by that you can see here which you have a dam. So, yes, dam is the mother. Yes. This dam is the mother.
Dam is the mother.
The mother. Yes. Then color is her name. Yes. Then behind, yes, is where we have the sire. The sire is, yes, the bull, who, yes, is the father. Yeah. Then also the date of birth, yes, is there. Yes. The date of the birth, and also the grandmother. So that's how we track these animals. Yes. And also you will ask me why are these cows, all of them have letter C.
Letter C, yes. You can see. I was going to ask you that.
So all the cows actually you'll be seeing here have letter C.
Why letter C?
And D now. Because in every year we have an acronym of, yes, naming these animals.
Every year.
In naming, we name according to alphabets. Yes. And it also helps us easily identify. So cows with letter C were born in 2024. Yes. Hey, so cows with letter B were born in 2023. Cows with letter A. So if I go in the big animals, I can easily tell you that cow was born in 2023 just the alphabet, yes, just looking at the tag and knowing this is A. So it helps in naming. So because you don't want to find a name, because I woke up and I felt like this cow should have this name, no. We also have an acronym we follow in naming these animals.
Which, yes, is good. Yes. So viewers who are watching us here today, take this as very, very vital and very important in cattle management. You need to tag your cows. You need to tag your animals for easy management, for easy identification. So that's what they are doing. The farmer is telling you that you can easily tell you that this calf was born in this and this year, which is very important in record keeping. So maybe we can, because someone who may be seeing us now may think that these are the only cows that you have. How many animals do you have on the farm?
Yeah, for now we have over 60 animals.
60?
Yes.
The older one? All together?
Yes, yes.
The older ones and the calves?
Yes.
So, how many do you have that give you milk?
So far in production we have, I think we have over like 15.
You have 15?
Yeah, we have over.
You said each one you can milk 35 liters.
We have it. Our range is between 19 to the lowest will give us like 19. Then the highest gives us until like
at good management.
Yes.
Okay.
So it depends. They will range from there.
Yeah.
So I would say our range. I would say our average is like 22 liters. 22 liters. No, 22 liters is our average. But we have cows even which give more to 30 plus. Then even, but we don't have cows that give less than 18 liters.
Okay. Maybe it's cut you short. The growing animals and the ones in production, milk production, do they all need to eat the same type of feeds?
No. Why? They don't need to eat the same type of food because their needs are different.
Yes.
The cows that are in production, which are the ones that are being milked,
Yes.
they require more water,
Yeah.
and they require more protein.
Yes.
Yet these animals that are young, the heifers,
Yes.
require more energy.
Yes.
Because for them they just want to build the body, so they require more food rich in what?
Yes.
Energy.
Yes.
Though the other ones require more food in protein, because in this protein is where the feed is manufactured from, the milk. So yet these ones need more energy.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm seeing here there is a feeder.
Yes.
In a wooden nature.
Yes.
Then there is another one.
Yes.
In a plastic nature.
Yes.
Which is in the blue color.
Yes.
There are so many up there. What's the purpose of the other one? Because I've seen here there is feeds.
Yes, so this one is for feeds and the other one is for water.
The other one is for water?
Yes, yes. So they're just very simple means of how you can just do. So the other one is for water, these ones are for feeds.
Okay.
Yes.
And these ones take, like they are now 5 here.
Yes.
Like this young cow.
Yes.
How many liters they take in a day?
Of water?
Of water.
They can take to about just 100, maybe like 180 liters.
Do you have a source of water?
Yeah, we have
because
a source of
here
water.
in Kampala, water is one of the...
Yeah, we do. We have shallow well. We have a shallow wells, 2 of them.
Yes.
Which are solar powered, we shall see. Solar powered, and they pump water to the tanks you saw over there up. So water flows by gravity through the whole farm.
Okay. Now I'm seeing around. I'm seeing some kind of bulbs
Yes,
in the cattle house.
Yeah. So they are bulbs because we feed these cows even early morning. These cows are fed by as early as 3 a.m.
They don't eat at night.
So they don't eat at night, but they are fed early morning.
Yeah. Early morning when it's still dark.
Yes, when it's still dark. So that's why we have the light. And also being it that these are calves, we have to always make sure for security purposes we have lights on even in the night. So
now,
yes,
another question that I may ask you is the management of the structure. How do you manage this structure? Because I'm seeing some other place there is concrete. Yes. Some other place there is some kind of bedding.
Yes. So the management of the structure is a very simple structure.
Yes.
So this side where they feed from is concrete, because if you put something like this, blocks where they feed from, it's where they spend most of their time. They will spoil it. Then they will ruin it. You can even see it already has spots or holes, yet it is concrete.
Yeah.
So that means also the cleaning has to be thorough where they stay. That means it has to be rough but with concrete.
Okay.
That's why it's concrete. And even to clean it thoroughly every day, it needs to be concrete. And then here, these are rice husks.
Yes, the rice husks.
Yes.
Why?
So this is where they sleep, because the rice husks are comfortable for these animals.
They are going to leave that place and sleep.
Yes, so they come, this is their resting area. This is the feeding area, this is the bedding, this is the resting area.
Hey.
Yes.
And I'm seeing, how do you manage the urine? And
yes, so you can see there is a drainage around there, which goes up to there. The urine is collected from somewhere there.
Oh.
Yes.
There's a drainage?
Yeah, so that's a drainage.
Its work is to take out the urine.
Yes.
So, That's how you manage it.
Yes.
Is it so important to put it in the cattle house?
It is very important to have drainage. If the urine is not drained from a cattle house, it will bring foot rot to the animals.
Yeah, it can cause foot rot.
Yes.
So members, I think you can listen. Always consider put drainage system
very crucial
in your cattle house.
Yes.
When you're in the zero grazing.
Yes.
As the farmer is telling you that it helps you to take out the urine and also prevent foot rot. Not so?
Yes.
And also the bedding, because even you yourself, when you're at home, you need to sleep well. So this bed is like a mattress.
Yes.
When they are here, I think they are so comfortable. Not so?
Very much.
So can we take them to the section of big animals?
Yeah, maybe they can have a look also at this side of the calves.
So this one is called who?
So the calves are, this one is a mother who is going to give birth in this month. I think this week or next week. She's called Nambale.
Yeah, it's called Nambale.
Yeah, it's going to be her second time coming.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is also another group of calves.
Yes.
Here.
It's another
so
stage.
we group them in different groups.
Yes.
So that is also another group. Yes, we have very many calves.
I see.
And this is where the one
cameraman show them. I think they should know how, and I think you'll tell us why you're grouping them like this.
Yes, so we group them up.
Yes.
Yes, so why do we group these animals? We group them so that as we are preparing them to go to the big animals, we want to take them as in groups. Yeah. Because even as a student who is going to a new school, is entering into a new environment, he needs to go with maybe his friends. So we take them in a group of maybe like 5, so that they are not bullied by the big animals. So that they go in. That's why we group them, so that they know themselves already. Yes.
So these ones are not yet attached?
These ones are not, because these ones are still calves. You can still see these ones are still young. We have just dehorned them of recent. Yeah. So when it's born like this, that one has just been like born like 4 days back. Yeah. Just like 4 days back. These ones are also just in months old. 1, 2, 1 month, 3 weeks here.
Then these ones are for how many months?
Those ones are ranging from 4 months. 4 months, 5 months.
Yes. I see they are enjoying food.
Yes.
And the other ones are already tagged. Those ones I look a bit older than these ones.
Yes, those ones are a bit older than these ones.
So those ones are for how?
Also, they are ranging between, like, they just the groups separate from each other, maybe like 3 weeks or 1 month. That's the difference, but they're the same age group. Yes.
But now another question that I may pose for you. Yes. Do you sell them? And if in case you're selling them, how much each calf?
Yeah, we don't actually sell our calves.
You're still building.
Yeah, we don't sell calves, but if one person may need, they can be in touch, but we don't sell our calves actually, because we are building, we have a generation of cows we want to build for now. So we sell, or is when we are selling, we sell maybe the mothers.
Those ones that are worn out.
The calves, the ones that are, no, even if it's either heifers and they're in calves for their first time, those are the ones we can sell, but calves we don't. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now there is another one here, and even when I members, when you move around here, you see that even the feeding troughs are quite different for the older animals compared to these young ones. These ones have independent or a single feeder. They don't eat together. I don't know why do you do this?
Yeah, to separate each of them, and to separate each of them to make them independent also, because when it is born, we want to feed it separately and also know how it's doing. That's why we separate its water. Yeah. And also to prevent wastage, because these young cows do a lot of wastage.
I'm seeing, I believe, these ones are still milk. They are still milking. They're not still breastfeeding.
Yes.
They are still breastfeeding. Yes. How do you breastfeed them?
So we breastfeed them. Averagely, every cow has to get 8 liters of milk a day.
You take them there?
No, we do bucket breastfeeding.
Bucket.
So what you see here is where we clip the buckets and the cow breastfeeds. They bring the buckets every day, clip them here, then the cow breastfeeds from here.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, morning and evening.
Yes. So I think these ones also have different feeds apart from you said milk and these other grass.
What we do when a calf is born, we introduce them just on the 4th day. Introduce them to water immediately, and also introduce them to eating pellets and dried matter, which is hay. Why do we do that? And not give them fresh matter or silage? For a cow rumen to be strong, it is always important for farmers to learn that these cows have to start eating dried matter at an early stage. It will increase its intake with time, but it will start slowly. If today it eats 15 grams, the next day it will eat 20. If it eats 20, so section. Now we shall go to the section
and of just show them.
The bigger animals and see.
Okay.